attorney for Dion Cini. As you are aware, and I'm sure that you have seen the video, Mr. Cini was forced to leave Jake's Dilemma for wearing a MAGA visor. This is unfortunate, as Mr. Cini was already in Jake's Dilemma for over an hour. He was drinking a beer and eating fish and chips. Because of the media attention, Jake's Dilemma issued an apology, and I'm going to read from that apology now. The ownership and management of Jake's Dilemma would like to directly address an incident which occurred at the bar this past week and has been making its way around social media. We would like everyone to know that we strive to remain completely apolitical and welcome customers with all beliefs and affiliations with the same first-rate level of customer service. Jake's Dilemma is not a place promoting any specific political ideology, nor a place where we want anyone to feel unwelcome. Rather, we encourage all to eat, drink, socialize, and enjoy themselves at our bar. Our staff and management team include people from all walks of life and beliefs. There's no singular or any defining character of Jake's Dilemma. With all this in mind, we do fully acknowledge that one of our employees took it upon himself to wrongly promote his political views. We can assure everyone that this employee has been disciplined and will be retrained before being allowed to serve in Jake's Dilemma. We hope to see you at Jake's Dilemma next time you're in the neighborhood. Unfortunately, 5 days later, the owner of Jake's Dilemma, during an interview with NBC4, made the following statement. He claimed that my client, Mr. Cini, also made anti-Semitic comments as when was being too loud. My client claims that that statement is patently false and untrue. We are concerned with the way we have been treated, and we're considering legal redress at the moment. With that, I'd like to introduce to my client, Mr. Dion Cini.
Hello, good morning, and thank you for having me. It's unfortunate that I'm here today. I am a resident of the Upper West Side. I'm a local at most of these establishments on Amsterdam Avenue, and especially Jake's Dilemma, right here behind me. I've been in this establishment many times before. I have worn this hat in this establishment and almost every other establishment on the street for the last 2 years since Trump was president. And the events that happened were a little bit unfortunate. The bartender obviously took it upon himself. Actually, sorry, I take that back. The bartenders took it upon themselves to remove me from the establishment after I had already been served. So it's a little bit different. They did not deny me service whatsoever. They actually accepted me service, and then they refused me service. So I just want to be really clear about that. So the first thing I just want to start off with is just sort of the timeline of the events that occurred. Again, I was in the bar for about an hour, as Manny has explained. The female bartender was very friendly to me, served me, fed me, was very nice, until the male bartender came in and decided that they got together and said that it's time for you to go. And as soon as I heard her say that to him, I immediately turned my video camera on, and that's when that started. Again, I've been refused service from other establishments, not really in this neighborhood, but other parts of the city. But never before did I ever expect anything like this to happen. But as soon as I saw them look at me, I knew immediately what was going to happen. So that's why I turned my video camera on. Nothing at all was said anti-Semitic, nor was I being loud before that moment happened. So, the moment I turned my cell phone on, the bartender immediately tried to remove my phone from my hand and did hit me while doing so, as you can clearly see in the video. So these are just facts I'm going to read down. The female bartender was behind the bar laughing the entire time, as you can see in the video. So in essence, I wasn't really denied being a service for my legal right. They were providing me for service and then kicked me out for refusing to take off my hat. Even though there were other patrons in the bar wearing hats at the time, as you can clearly see in the video. At first they said I'm no longer serving me, and then they said I had to leave without even having finished my meal. They continued to ask me to leave. I kept asking them for what, and as you can clearly hear in the video, they said I did nothing wrong. So, since I did nothing wrong, which would also include my hat, I refused to leave immediately on their terms. The rest of the video will speak for itself. Now I'm just going to read down there. Obviously you can all see the comments being made on the video. The video does speak for itself. but I just want to read some of the comments, the ones that are very important, the most important comments. My first comment, Dion, you won't serve me because I'm wearing my hat. Bartender, yes. Dion, because of my hat, yes. It was my decision. Bartender, why don't you get the F out? Why, Dion, why don't you throw me the F out? Dion, you don't like, Dion, myself, you don't like my hat. Bartender, I don't like red hats. Clearly, I only like green hats. Dion, what did I do wrong? Bouncer, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. Dion, what did I do wrong? Bouncer, I will tell you when you get outside. Dion, I have been in this bar many times. Bouncer, I know. Dion, I did nothing wrong. Bartender, we've established that. Bouncer, we've established that. He said I had to leave because I'm wearing a hat. Bouncer, the final one. He told you he would no longer serve you until you take off your hat. You refused, so he said you had to leave. So those are the major comments that I just wanted to express. Again, the video is online, it's going viral. So the important thing here is now, after all these excuses that they addressed to me that day, that I'm now being singled out as an anti-Semite because, and only because, it's a fresh topic in the media today. 5 days later, no claim of racism, no claim of being loud in their apology or any of the comments that they made while I was in the restaurant. They did not claim that I was an anti-Semite until NBC showed up at their door. As most people know, in New York City, I'm probably one of the biggest proponents of Israel and the Jewish people. Almost every Jewish holiday, I row around Manhattan with an Israeli flag. Okay, and these comments are just absolutely absurd. And this is the exact same tactic that Jesse Smollett used when he tried to smear MAGA hat wearers for his own personal interest. The only difference is that the Jake's owner did not use any police resources. Denying service is one thing, but there are repercussions with unfair treatment of the First Amendment. Again, it's their right to refuse service, but my situation is very different. I was accepted service, then I was refused service because the bartender had a very bad day. And then the owner of Jake's Dilemma decided to take it a step further. It's very disappointing. And the biggest loser in all this racism and anti-Semite nonsense, especially with MAGA hat wearers and all these false claims, is that there are people that are actually mistreated with actual racism. Their history, their legacy is being watered down due to false accusations and hyperboles by the media. You might not like my hat, but don't game the system. It literally hurts the people that were actually mistreated. Thank you.